Oh, hi everyone. I'm just going over little art styles and all that, and yeah, because there's a lot of video games that have such great art styles, and I think my favorite to draw is the Stickman art style here. Very simple, but very pleasant for me to do, because it's like the only thing that I can draw. Hey everyone, how's it going? Total Level here with another My Top 5 list. This time we're looking at great games with such unique art styles to them, as a game doesn't have to be mind-blowing to me or have these most realistic looking graphics, right? Some of the best looking games have really unique art styles to them, and that's what I want to look at. Now, I am someone who doesn't care really about like graphics or performance or anything. If a game runs at 30 frames per second or even less than that, if it plays really fine, then, you know, if I'm still enjoying it, that's all that matters to me. And it's the same with graphics, even if there's some muddy, blurry textures here and there, it's like, whatever. I mean, I just beat Xenoblade Chronicles 3 and I love that game, and that game doesn't have like the greatest graphics, but I don't think they're as bad as people make them out to be. But saying that, that's not to say I still don't get my mind blown from seeing a lot of great art in video games. So that's what we're going to look at, is kind of games that you don't see this art style in too many games. You know, there might be a few here and there, but yeah. These are going to kind of be my 5 favorites. There's going to be other ones, so there might be a revisit to this topic at some point. So let's take a look at my top 5 great games with unique, beautiful art styles. Number 5, Mirror's Edge. So I really enjoyed the art style in this runner parkour type game, as yeah, just I love the cutscenes of kind of the comic book type style, and then when you get in the game, I love kind of running around seeing just nothing but white buildings, and then as you get closer to certain objects, they'll glow red, meaning you can do some little parkour tricks on them, and you know, you get other colors of like blue, orange are kind of the main ones, and then you get some green here and there. But just a really cool game. I still have to play and beat the second game, Catalyst. I played it for a bit, couldn't get into it at first. It's a game I want to revisit, but for Mirror's Edge, despite how short it is, it's a fantastic game that's so fun to play and a great game to speedrun. And yeah, just has a really pleasing art style to me. Number 4, Ori and the Blind Forest. This is such a gorgeous game. I mean, I could have picked Ori and the Will of the Wisps too, I think that's what it's called. I'm not sure, I still have to play that one, but going with the first one here since this is kind of what started it. But man, Moon Studios created such a fantastic art style, as in this game you're playing as like this guardian spirit named Ori, who has to kind of go through the forest solving puzzles throughout, and you know, going through different platforms, defeating enemies. It's a fantastic Metroidvania. It's also a great one for people to get into the genre, just because of how the visuals pop. It is a bit challenging, but yeah, I think this is a great one to get people into it, as you'll be blown away from just the amazing visuals of this game. Number 3, Cuphead. Now, admittedly, I haven't beat this game. I have gotten requests to stream this game, so you will see that at some point. Won't guarantee I'll be there on stream though, because I'm pretty bad at this game, but man, I love it. It's just an awesome game with, you know, that 1930s type animation using the rubber hose animation style. It's just fantastic. The gameplay is really fun of just having either run and gun low levels where you try and collect coins or having bosses, right? And there's a few other mini games here and there, but yeah, it's just a really cool game, you know, and even though it might be a game that I'll never beat in my life, still, it's just really awesome to play, and yeah, that animation style is so pleasing to look at. Number 2, Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. Now, I love Studio Ghibli, and this would normally be my number 1 because Studio Ghibli is my favorite animation studio ever, but because it's been used in many games before, or there's been artists from Studio Ghibli that's done kind of video games, I wanted to give it number 2 because it's not as unique as some, you know, other games out there. Not to say it isn't beautiful, and Ni no Kuni I think is probably the best example of using Studio Ghibli, right? It's just one, I mean, the game itself is fantastic with a really great touching story, you know. There's a lot of ups and downs with emotion in this game, as playing as Oliver and kind of, you know, trying to help both worlds and finding soulmates and everything, and having this Pokemon sort of gameplay style to it. It's just a fantastic game, and then yeah, the art is gorgeous, it's beautiful, and yeah, again, normally this would be number 1, but I really want to give another game number 1 on this spot because it's just has such a great unique style. But man, Studio Ghibli, yeah, favorite animation studio ever, just like with most people, for sure. Number 1, Okami. Now, this is another game that I've still yet to beat, but oh man, do I always think about the art style. Having this sort of ink kind of like ink wash painting, I think it's called, sort of style, with kind of cel shaded visuals, and having this celestial brush that you use to kind of as your powers, you know, perform sort of miracles. And yeah, you're playing as a white wolf, you know, Amaterasu, so the sun goddess, but yeah, in the form of a wolf, white wolf, and just this Zelda type adventure is so gorgeous to look at. It's a game that I plan to beat this year because yeah, it is a fantastic game. Just, you know, like so many games I play quite a bit and then it ends up on the backlog for a while, but yeah, this year I will beat it, I promise. But yeah, no matter what, I always think of this art style and just fall in love with it, and to this day, I don't think a game has come close to delivering this same sort of ink painting style like Okami has done. There's definitely other games that have this type of style, but man, I just can't get over how this game looks. It's fantastic, it's gorgeous, it's beautiful, and I love when you get to these areas that have like no color anything, and you kind of fix the land, and then you see a cutscene of all the grass growing, all the color coming back. It's just so gorgeous to look at. So Okami, definitely my number 1 pick for art styles. And so there, I hope you enjoyed my top 5 lists of unique art styles there. So what do you think? Do you agree, disagree? What are some of your favorites? Again, this will be a topic that I'll probably revisit more than once because, yeah, there's so many great games that I kind of left off this list that I really like, and yeah, but these are kind of my sort of favorites, right? Like, I love the look of Mirror's Edge, and that's such a fun game, and of course Ni no Kuni with Studio Ghibli, like, of course, I'm going to love it, and then Okami is so good, so again, let me know, and I'll see you next Thursday for another My Top 5 list, and see you in other videos that I do, and maybe streams too, once I get back into streaming. Alright, thanks everyone, bye! Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like and comment, and subscribe if you want to see more, or if you just want to see any of my skits and then nothing else and leave the video, that's fine too. Thanks everyone, take care.